Fear not, for you shall not be ashamed, neither be you confounded, for you shall not be put to shame. For your Maker is your husbandman, the Lord of hosts is his name, and your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. The God of the whole earth shall he be called, Rastafari. Greetings, giving thanks. Rosh Reports, headline of the time. I'm back. Apologize for any noise. You know, we get some trucks driving up and down the street. And I don't have a lot of time to do these videos, so I really, you know, have to just give it my best and just give thanks to the Father. We talking about ISIS again this morning. You know, John Scary's standing up. He's saying it's going to be a long-term campaign. And, but there's some hope, folks. You know, don't, you know, crawl into your bomb shelter yet, because Iran and Syria have attacked ISIS recently and have taken out some targets. Iran is reported to have attacked them with the Falcon jet last night. The same kind of jets that they say, well, the BBC said that were given to the Iraqi army. They didn't say whether the Iraqi army still has the jets, but they say Iran gave them to the Iraqi army. So based on that, I would presume that those jets went into the hands of ISIS, that those were the ISIS, the jets that ISIS stole. So it just seems it comes down to it's a head against Iran once again. You know, they planted ISIS there. The group split. They began to be a disadvantage to the West. They weren't able to contain that group covertly. The guy Baghdadi's a fraud. It's reported that Baghdadi was not actually injured in the strike. He issued a new audio message closely thereafter. As we reported, you know, the news agency that brought out the news about that strike that may or may not have injured Baghdadi came from Al Arabia, ARABYA or something like that. And this is a news organization that's owned by Prince Fahd and his relatives. So there's no reason to believe that you know, that first of all, they give themselves away. They let you know Baghdadi is an intelligence asset, and although they don't control the all the organizations out there, they definitely control that wing, and that's their propaganda wing. It's all about the public relations. They keep saying, you know, on the one hand, oh, ISIS is getting too much attention, and on the other hand, they're giving ISIS all the attention. People don't see this unless the news, like Fox, MSNBC, all these news organizations put it out there. We don't see it. So, you know, we all need to look at the big picture. A lot of times we focus too much on little details that we forget the big picture. You know, we think that we've advanced into the future, so we forget the past. And we need to look at this just from a simplistic point of view and say, wow, this isn't right. The beheadings, the mothers that stood up, they didn't say anything about the fact that the U.S. has trained these operatives, which have now turned into ISIS, filled the vacuum, they keep saying. How did they fill the vacuum? You know, the Iraqi army under the leadership of Saddam Hussein, which was put there for many decades, was squashed back in 91 in the first Gulf War in a matter of days. They went back into the second Iraq war and fought with some what they called insurgents, which were really just counterinsurgents. How long did that take? Well, it took about 2 years. But the point is that those armies were defeated. All of a sudden, this group just spawns out of nowhere and somehow it's going to be a long-term campaign. And if you listen closely, there's a real rift to the idea of Iran coming in and taking out ISIS.